Hello everyone, and welcome back to our Morrowind playthrough. Today is episode 3. Where we last left off, we went to Balmora for the first time. We got in touch with A1 EskaoTxu. If you don't know what he looks like, if you missed episode 2 and you're joining for episode 3, here's our man of the hour, EskaoTxu. He's got skooma bottles everywhere and some moon sugar, and we're just gonna pretend we don't see it. But he has now invited us to join the Blades. If you don't know what the Blades are the Emperor's protector, and we have been tasked with kind of just going around town and getting comfortable. Spymaster EskaoTxu gave me 200 gold to spend as I please. He also told me to establish a cover identity as a freelance adventurer. He suggested I either join the Fighters Guild or Mages Guild or Imperial Cult, advance in the ranks, gain skill and experience, or go out on my own, get freelance work. Then when I'm ready, come back to Caius for orders. So we ended up joining the Thieves Guild already, I believe. But we haven't joined the Mages Guild. Joining the Thieves Guild was pretty easy. We just had to walk up to Habassi and then say we wanted to join the Thieves Guild. And then she pretty much just let us join. Yeah, Sugar Lips Habassi asked me to bring her a diamond. She believes that Nalcaria of Whitehaven here in Balmora has diamonds, but any diamond will do. So that was our first mission for the Thieves Guild. And we're already in Balmora, so we might as well give it a try. We just have to find out where the Whitehaven is. And we also need to talk to both the Fighters Guild leader here in Balmora as well as the Mages Guild leader. And I believe there was someone that the Sugar Lips told us to speak to at the Fighters Guild if we have any bounty we have to clear. Which we hadn't racked up a bounty too high, but we ended up killing one of the ladies. She ran the pawnbroker shop. I forget her name. She's already dead and gone. Well, actually, her body might still be in that shop. Guess that's worth a visit. I feel like I definitely ran faster before. And I probably should have went back and rested at his house, honestly, so I could heal myself. Because I can't wait outside, because it's illegal. I guess if I leave town, I would be able to. But it didn't seem like anyone really cared that I killed the pawnbroker. No one came in. I did it that night, so no one saw it happen. Oh, that's right. I consumed her body. You can dispose of bodies in Morrowind, so that's what I did. Dralassa. Yeah, this is good old Dralassa's place. I killed her where she stood. Well, actually, she ended up moving right here, and then I killed her. There's quite a few things in here I can still loot that I don't have access to. There's this chest up here, and then there's this chest, and then this chest. I don't know. I don't think I need specific keys for it. I just need the lock levels to be that high, so I guess we'll come back here towards endgame and see what loot we got. But then we ended up, I believe we ended up going over here. Yeah, this guy pretty much took all of our stuff. I know the Mages Guild was over here. Yeah, Mages Guild, Fighters Guild. Perfect. And he didn't say it mattered which one. Yeah, we'll just go to the Guild of Mages first. Hi, Rannis.
I'm listening.
Oh.
Go ahead.
Are you looking for me? You want to join the Mages Guild? In fact, I do, actually. Funny you mention it. Yes, you look like the kind of the sort we could use in the Mages Guild. Would you like to take the Mages Oath and join the guild? What's the Mage's Oath? Tell us all about it. Perform any duties assigned to you by the masters of the guild. Learn from them and grow strong. Always share your knowledge freely with other guild members. Never strike or steal from another guild member. Does this appeal to you? Sure, I would like to join. You are now a member of the Mages Guild. Welcome, associate. When you are ready, you can ask for duties to perform, and once you are ready, you can ask me about advancement in the guild. Let's hear about some of these duties. I don't have any duties for an associate. Speak with me again when you have proven yourself. In the meantime, speak with Ajira. I believe she may have some small tasks for you. Alright, you're not going to tell me where Ajira is? Okay. I'm not going to worry about advancement right now because I'm evidently not in the place to do that. What about a little secret? Any whisperings of a dead Drolassa by chance? Little dark elf woman? Somebody said Larius Vero over at Fort Moonmoth is looking for you. Oh? Said he wanted to talk to you. Don't know what about. That's mildly concerning. Tell me a little bit about the Mages Guild. Mages Guild is dedicated to the preservation and distribution of magical knowledge. Pursue your studies diligently, Hammit, and the benefits of belonging to the Mages Guild will become clear to you. Alright, do you have anything positive to say about Solstein by chance? It seems like no one does. A terrible place, I've heard. There's a boat from Cole, if you have any reason to go. Alright, good to know everyone hates that place. What else is there here? I don't suppose I can take stuff from this chest, right? Let's find out. So we got Standard Fortify Willpower, Restore Magic Potion, Invocation of Azura, Scroll of Umzisi Intervention, Daydean's... Okay, I don't really know what any of these do. Scroll of Divine Intervention, Speed of the Daedra, and Soul Gems. Good to know. I can just take all of that. Yeah, let's take all of this. Because all of this stuff I can sell. Even if I don't necessarily need it right now. It'll make good for money. Money can buy me things. Okay. Are there any beds I can sleep in down here by chance? This looks like the type of place I could sleep in. It's nice and homey. Really love the blue lights. Oh, hello.
You have my attention.
Estir Dolan. Hello, friend. I'm Estir Dolan. Welcome to Balmora. If you have a question, I'll be happy to answer it. Or try, anyway. If it's just a little advice you'd like, that's fine too. Wow. There's a lot of things we could talk to her about. Holy moly. Let's go ahead. Let's just start with some little advice. That's what she starts off with. If you think you're just about to encounter some heavy opposition, get those shield style spells up. The life they may save. Oh, the life they save may be your own. Love that, love that. Tell me about... What do you know about Balcola? I mean, we've already talked to Balcola. He's the guy that runs the south wall? South Pass? The club on the south side of town. Yeah, he's the owner. Okay, there we go. South Wall Corner Club. There we go. What do you know about the Kimono Tong? Seems like everyone seems to have the same information. Criminal syndicate here in Morrowind, and as everyone knows around here, there's a gang war between the Thieves Guild and the Kimono Tong. In Balmora, the Kimono Tong hangs over at the corner club called the Council Club. Watch yourself if you go in there. They're not very nice people. So I think that's slightly new information that I didn't know before. Do you have any Morrowind lore for me? Blight is a sickness you can get from being outside during ash storms. The sickness comes from Red Mountain. It makes normal creatures into terrible monsters. Okay, good to know. Good to know. What can you tell me about the Mages Guild since we're here? Mages Guild is a professional organization chartered by the Emperor to promote study of arcane arts, and it's where you go to find wizards for hire. Training, goods, and services are cheaper for members, and the guild stewards know where to find work. If you're thinking of making wizardry your profession, you should join and work your way up the ranks. Look for guild halls in Balmora and Aldrune, Wolverine Hall in Sandrith Mora, and the Foreign Quarter in Vivek. Good to know, good to know. What about your trade? What do you do? I'm a mage. My study is destruction, alteration of the visible and invisible world. I study magic for its pure intellectual challenge and rewards, but am paid in gold for practical applications of my knowledge. I defend myself with spells of the College of Destruction, and leap, swim, and levitate with the spells of the College of Alteration. I sell spells, and I'm a spellmaker who creates spells to your specifications. I can also teach you my skills for a fee. All right, let's see what these fees are. Since I have a ton of money early game for killing Drolassa, I might as well put it to good use. I really don't know what of this stuff is good. I should probably get some sort of burden spell, some sort of feather spell. Maybe a longbow. I mean, I can't imagine that I would actually use arrows often in this game if I have magic, but if it's a bound longbow, then why not? Let's go ahead and see what frostbite does at the very least. Frost damage 15 to 30 points for 1 second on touch. So I'd have to touch. I feel like most of these are going to be touch spells, yeah. On target. On target. You can do sound damage in Morrowind. That is indeed interesting, because I don't think you can do that in Oblivion or Skyrim. At least if you can, I never touched it. It is the School of Illusion, though, so that might be why. Flea Bite, damage fatigue 1 to 10 points for 1 second on touch. Fuddle, damage intelligence 1 to 20 points for 1 second on touch. Burden 20 points for 10 seconds on target. Okay, so burden doesn't ease your own burden, it adds burden. Feather 20 points for 10 seconds on self. Yeah, I'm gonna buy that one, I think, for sure. Poisonous touch, poison 15 to 40 points for 1 second on touch. All of these I don't necessarily know what level they need to be at. You would expect it would tell me. I assume 15 is the base damage for level 1 destruction, 40 for max destruction level. Bound boots, bound helm, bound longbow for only 60 seconds. Yeah, we'll get longbow. We'll get feather. We'll get poison, and we'll get frostbite. And shock. Why not? We might as well, because I really want to be a mage in this game. I know I'm a little biased because I want to be a mage in every single game ever, but when I played this, and when I say I played, I did a speed run, essentially. I did a hand-to-hand combat, and I also did sword and shield, but I never have done a full proper mage guild playthrough of this game, or really just a proper playthrough in general. So we're gonna do it right. We're gonna do it right. What kind of training do you have? Ooh, wow. That is a lot. That is a lot of money. We'll hold off on this for now. What about spell making? What can you tell me about spell making? Oh. I can just buy these from you easily. Interesting. Okay. Good to know, good to know. I don't think I'll need any of this right now. Maybe fire damage would be good, but given the fact that a lot of these creatures are going to be, you know, mutated from Red Mountain, I highly doubt fire damage would actually be useful unless we're dealing with something that isn't a dark elf or isn't a Quama, etc. And I already have a frost spell, so I'm not really worried about that. Good to know, though. Thank you, Estir Dolan. You're kind of in the way, but that's alright. What about you? Sharn Gra Muskob. Hello. I cannot think with all these interruptions. Please leave me alone. Alright, oh God. Coughed on me. Fine, I will leave you alone. Goodness gracious. Hello, Marayan. Marain. We'll go with Marain. Marain Dren. Greetings, citizen. I'm Marain Dren. Welcome to Balmora. We're House Halalu town and loyal citizens of the Empire. What can I do for you? What kind of spells do you sell? Oh my gosh. Charming Touch for 2,000 freaking gold. Charm 30 points for 30 seconds on touch. Fire Shield 10 points for 30 seconds on the shelf. Levitate 10 points for 30 seconds on self. These are crazy. I don't think I'd be able to buy these even if or really use them, even if I could afford them. I mean, I can, but I would rather not. Oh, you know about the Imperial Cult? Tell me all about it. Balmora's Imperial Cult Shrine is outside of town to the southeast, in Fort Moonmoth. Aldassi Therothran is the priest in charge there. The altar there cures diseases and poison, and they offer various other services as well. So it seems like I'm probably going to have to go to Fort Moonmoth after this, which is fine, because we already walked past it, so we'll be backtracking a little bit. Fort Moonmoth is the Imperial Legion's garrison southeast of Balmora, just outside of town. General Larius Vero, that's the person that wants to talk to us, is the commandant, and Rad Hard Heart, love that, he's probably a Nord, is the chapter steward. The chapter steward is the fellow to talk to if you were thinking about enlisting. Crulius Pontanian, an enchanter, is the Imperial agent. Between the Imperial Legions and Imperial Cult staff, they have about a dozen service providers out there. Interesting. So, if I need any sort of spells or anything to steal from, I can probably get it there. Oh, you know about Narcaria of Whitehaven. Her shop is a 2-story building on the northwest side of town. So we're on... If you're entering Balmora from the south, which is what we did, because that's pretty much the primary entrance... her place has got to be right around the corner then, because we're already in the northwest corner. Thank you. Thank you. Oh, a bed. Can I sleep? I'm going to save before I sleep in the odd chance I get arrested or something for killing that lady. Because I haven't waited or rested since that happened, I don't think. Nice. She's just coming to admire me. I know, what can I say?
Yes, Dunmer?
I'm a work of
What do
art.
you want?
I don't like that she called me Dunmer. I'm sure by this point she knows my name. Hey, can you move out of the way? She is in my way. Oh, there we go. Just do a little jump. Oh, there we go. You look important.
What is it, Dunmer?
Massalini Mirian. I'm Massalini Mirian, the Breton Guild Guide. I provide instantaneous transport between various Mages Guild halls in Bardenfell. Wow, that's kind of crazy. What is your destination? I can also help with local information. Do you need services? Are you looking for some specific place or someone in particular? Tell me about these instantaneous destination places. I can teleport you instantly from our Mages Guild here in Balmora to Vivec City Mages Guild, or the Aldrune Mages Guild, or the Caldera Mages Guild, or the Sandrift Mora Mages Guild. Is that free? Where would I ask her about for that? Travel? Oh, I mean, it does cost gold, but wow, it is not a lot whatsoever. If I need to travel to any of these places, I definitely need to come back and talk to her, because that would save me a lot of walking.
What was that about?
It'd save me a lot of troubles, if you will. The House of Troubles. I like how she uttered under her breath, what was that all about, while I'm still in the room with her. I'm gonna try to see if I can steal this stuff from her. Or, who's growling at me? Oh. Here's Ajira, that's right. What brings you to Ajira's shop? Do you want duties from Ajira? Do you want some local brews? Or help it? Oh. I don't think I need help in a fight. Some Talvani bug musk? Or a way to reach high places? Let's ask about this bug musk. That sounds hot, for a lack of better terms. Ajira does not like the Talvani, but even Khajiit like the smell of bug musk. Try some and smell how all the men like you. You know what, actually, I don't want the bug musk, I'm sorry. Do you have any good things you want to say about Solstein? Nope, it's the same dialogue as everyone else. What about some local brews? Yes, Ajira sells Matse, Flynn, and Sujama. They make you as strong as a Kagudi and half as smart. Puts hair on your face. Oh, what about some help in a fight? Ajira sells potions of restore health for when you're bleeding and potions of restore fatigue when you're weary. Okay, so she's not actually going to help me. I was really hoping she'd pull up around the corner and, like, clock someone for me. Duties. Yes, Ajira has duties for you. Before Ajira can be a journeyman in the Mages Guild, Ajira must study local mushrooms. Okay, tell me about these mushrooms. I have to finish your report? Why can't you do it yourself? Okay. To finish Ajira's report, Ajira needs samples of Luminous Rasula, Violet Caprinis, Bungler's Bane, and Hypophasia. Ajira knows you can find all of these on the Bitter Coast. The easiest way is to go south along the River Odai until you see a wooden bridge across the river. Get out of the river there and find a path west over the hills. Okay, so that's back towards Fort Moonmoth, because we ended up grabbing the first two. We still don't have Bungler's Bane or Hypophasia, if I remember correctly. Seems like I can ask her about all of these, though. Tell me about the Luminous Rasula. Rasula comes from a short, smelly toadstool, which is brown on the top. Hypophasia looks much like Bungler's Bane. Well, let's see what Bungler's Bane looks like first. Bungler's Bane grows on trees and sometimes other things. It looks like a tree has brown shells. Ajira warns you not to eat Bungler's Bane. Okay, so it's probably poisonous. All right, tell me about Hypophasia then. Hypophasia looks much like Bungler's Bane and grows on shelf trees and other things. Hypophasia is safe to eat, but make sure it is not Bungler's Bane. Okay, so they probably look one and the same, so I just have to be careful about what I'm picking versus what I'm eating, adding to ingredients, etc. Alright, tell me about Violet Caprinis. Caprinis comes from long-stemmed toadstools which glow blue at night. Okay, good to know, good to know. And then the last one. What was the last one? Oh, do I have all of them already? Okay, I guess I don't. What was it? Okay, I need... Oh, I think I already talked to her about all four of them. Yeah, I did. Not yet. Please hurry, Hammit. Ajira wants to be journeyman very soon. I can't believe I'm helping you level up. Can I take that? Can I take this? I know they said I'm not allowed to steal, but what if it's not stealing? Okay, never mind. Yeah, that is not something I can do. Nords are immune to frost attacks and highly resistant to shock.
Its scent is unfamiliar.
Okay. Good to know I can't actually take that.
What is it, Dummer?
I mean, it was a master mortar and pestle, so I wasn't really expecting much, but one could hope. Also, I'm wondering... Buttons, that's how they work. It seems like this isn't close to needing to be repaired, but it looks like in the bottom left corner. It looks like it needs a repair soon. So I wonder if I can go back to that guy, which I sold stuff to, and get that repaired for cheap. Guess there's only one way to find out, though. So I have to go... Oh, let's go upstairs first. Let's see if there's anything up here for us.
From where do you hail, friend?
Galbadeer. Step right up, Hammit, and look over my collection of scrolls. How about the flashy and cheap Taldum Scorcher to burn your foes, or Undusi's Unhinging to open stuck chests and doors? If you're going somewhere dangerous, try some scrolls of vitality and vigor to restore your health and fatigue. If you're in real trouble, you'll want Umdisi Intervention or Divine Intervention. Okay, to transport you instantly to the nearest temple or nearest Imperial Shrine. Okay, good to know, good to know. Glad to know I ended up getting the definitions of the words I was looking for completely by accident. Let's see how much these scrolls are worth at least. $63. I don't really think I need any of these. That Greater Soul Gem looks crazy. And that Grand Soul Gem looks even crazier. Look at the value of that. 60,000 gold? That's 6,000 gold? Oh my gosh. The value of this is really decreased. Wait, is there anything I can sell her? Oh, oh, that's right, because I stole these. That's right, I do have. Oh, I have armors, hammers. I can repair my own stuff. That's right. Okay, you don't take my ingredients. Never mind. Oh, I so badly want to take both of these. Winged Twilight? Hello? What time do you go to bed, Galbadeer? My dear Galbadeer, what time do you go to bed? It's 5 p.m.? I wouldn't even be able to find someone that could take that. No one would be able to buy it. Something to think about, at least. Something to think about. Hello, guard. I am totally not plotting...
Quickly, Outlander. I haven't much time.
I'm not plotting anything illegal. I just wanted to tell you. Alright, let's go to the Thieves Guild. Or the Fighters Guild. Let's go to all the guilds. I have thievery on my mind. Hello. Facile.
So what's this regarding?
Characel. Greetings, citizen. I am Facile Characel. This town is Balmora, council seat of House Halalu. We're loyal citizens of the Empire and very proud of it. Well, most of us anyway. So what are you looking for? Something in particular? Someone in particular? Are you looking for services? Is there some specific place you'd like to visit? Would you like me to tell you about my trade? Tell me about the Fighters Guild. Yes, this is the Fighters Guild. Idis Fire Eye. That's right. Idis Fighter Eye is the steward. Talk to her if you're thinking about joining the Fighters Guild. Thank you, lady. Alright, so I have to wait until I join before I can open this chest. Wayne. What's up, Wayne? Welcome, adventurer. Looking for an equalizer? Something to give you an edge against a superior opponent? When you need to do a lot of damage in a hurry, you can't beat a poison blade. Try my inexpensive Iron Spider Dagger and Steel Spider Blade, or even an Imperial Net Blade for even more bite. How much does it cost to repair my stuff with you? Holy shit, that's kind of a lot. Alright, let's repair one. We'll repair the two things that don't need a lot, and we'll see.
So what do you want?
Nothing from you right now. Oh, buttons. What do buttons do? There we go. Can I repair my stuff with this? Yes, I can. My repair failed. It failed again. How long is it gonna fail for? Okay. I'm gonna be honest. I didn't realize that there was a percentage of it not working. That is just wonderful. Okay. How much does it cost now? Still kind of a lot. Oh, fuck. I really don't want this to break. But if I could steal something or get something here since I'm joining the Fighters Guild, that would be really incredible. Itis. You know, honestly, I would be able to... Thanks for interrupting. I would honestly be able to tell your fire eye based off of your vibrant fire hair. It's literally fire. Girl, you got a fire hairstyle. Well, speak up, Dark Elf. What do you want? Here to join the Fighters Guild? Actually, yes, I am. How'd you know? You look like you could take care of yourself. That's probably why. Before I sign you up, you might want to look after the Fighters Guild charter. Are you ready to sign up now? Look, can I can't. I can't recharter. There we go. Your duties are to your lords and brethren in all ways. Proceed with honor and valor. Keep a keen and watchful mind. Never succumb to the craven tricks of the weak. As a member, you are permitted to use items in our equipment chest. Let's go! It is traitors to fight or thieve from other members of your guild. If you break these rules, you must speak with at least a warder of the guild. Does that mean warden? Or is there something called a warder? Okay. You must talk to the person of the guild to redeem your upstanding. Do you feel as if you can uphold these ideals? You bet, or no? Yeah, well, you bet. You are now Hammit, the associate of the Fighters Guild. Work hard, follow orders, and you'll do just fine. Seek me out if you feel you're ready for advancement. Alright, so what are some orders? I have a very simple contract to end the infestation of cave rats. You might be able to handle it. Alright, what's a cave rat? Go to Draurain Thalus's house. It's here in Balmora, along the river on the east side. Ask her where the rats are coming from. Kill the rats and get your payment from Draurain. There we go. Report back to me once you've taken care of this. Alright, tell me about this sweet equipment chest. You'll find basic supplies, arrows, bolts, healing potions. If you need more healing than that, head to the temple. We're able to resupply the chest once in a while, but don't count on it. Alright, so take everything. Don't let anyone else have anything. Got it. Is this a chest I could take from? No.
Talk is free. What do you want?
No to that too. Fashil, you're in my way.
Yes, what is it?
100 of each? And a fur helm? Look at all of those armor hammers. Let's go. Okay. Let's heal my stuff. Oh. These are things I equip? Okay, there we go. Oh my goodness, this is gonna take forever. 2,000? I might just have to heal this with him directly. I keep saying heal like it's my body, but it might as well be my body at this point. Yeah,
What's your story?
Oh, it is getting a lot cheaper though. How many do I have left? I have 5 left. Those might be useful on the fly, so I really think I should keep them. Armor rating 2. What is the thing I'm currently wearing? Armor rating 2. Alright. They're both the same. I'll just keep this one on for now. Wait, I want to see what I look like with it. Oh my gosh. Look at me. I'm booling. I'm absolutely booling. Look at me. That looks crazy. Yeah, we'll just... we'll try to get them both down to 60. Alright, so... It's no wonder this one is more. Because the long sword is higher quality than the iron cuirass. There we go. Alright. Oh no, let's not pull out our blade on Wayne. Wayne did nothing wrong. I mean, he might be selling stuff for really expensive, but that's not his fault. Will you take my wick wheat? No, you will not. Good to know. Can I, like, Uno reverse these and sell them? Okay, I could get 100 gold each for them. I don't want to sell the iron dagger in the slim chance that I could need it in the future. And I have to give Lori's left glove to some bandit. Yeah, let's repair. Alright, so it's down to 75 and 60. That's... I mean, all of the money I have I got from Jalassa, so I really can't complain about the price. What's going on down here? Oh, this is probably counting as stealing, isn't it? I guess we'll find out. Yeah. Truly unfortunate. I just took out 2 giant groups of people that I could no longer steal from. Hello, Hasfat, Antibalus. I am Hasfat Antibalus, drill master for the Balmora Fighters Guild. I offer training to the public and, at a considerable discount, members of the Fighters Guild. Alright, what do you... Oh, hand-to-hand is 54 gold and block is only 50... Okay, that's pretty good, actually. I think I can learn all that stuff on my own. What about you, Flania?
Yes.
Hello, Hammit. I'm Flania, and this is Balmora. I don't believe we've met. Is there something I can do for you? What do you train in? Okay, so block, spear, and athletics. I'll pass up. I've already spent so much money. Do they... I assume they have no teleporting magic of sorts. Because, you know, they're fighters. They're not mages. Right? The blank stare says it all. Alright. Bookseller. I don't think I need to sell any books. I have that one book. Or I have 2 books, actually. The razor hole. That's not what I'm looking for. I'm looking for the white... What was that? The white horse? 8 plates. It's a 2-story building. Oh, wow. Look at the sun. It's so beautiful and bright. Oh, did I get a double level up, or did it just say I leveled up to 10 twice? Oh, this is quite the 2-story building. Is this it? Nope. Guard tower, probably full of loot. This is Halalo Manor, not Halalu Manor. Don't get it twisted. This might be House Halalu Town, but this is a House Halalo house. Oh, here we go. Nalcaria of Whitehaven, fine alchemist. White horse, yes, my favorite. What if I commit a little murder? What if? What would happen? A bunch of small chests? Oh god, there's a guard right there. I don't want to speak to you. I want you to go run away. Let's see. What do you... Ooh, okay. How do I crouch again? There we go. I love the little skeleton hand with a bag that they have going on. Alright, we're gonna do another save. Yeah. Can never have too many saves until your game tells you you have too many. But until then, you're smooth sailing. Oh, and the guard didn't notice? That's kind of crazy. He's right down there. Y'all take your weird gold and stuff. What else? Can I want to jump on your bed. Oh, that's locked. I bet all the diamonds are down with him. Oh. Am I going to be able to grab from these without him? Oh, he won't be able to see. It'll be fine. Hound meat. Thank you. Oh, I just know all of those chests down there are going to be the ones that have the diamonds in it. Yeah, because that's the exit. She doesn't really do much selling here, does she? Or is that around the corner? Oh, that absolutely is around the corner. Hello.
I suppose it is my duty.
Are
to
these your
help those less
diamonds?
fortunate than myself.
These are your diamonds. Am I don't know what sort of speech she's giving me right now. Am I able to pick things up without them being counted as stolen? I love the bug rug. It's very beautiful. Bug rug. Alright, I want to test something. Because if I could pull a little Skyrim shenanigans. Okay, no I can't. I can get this nice little view. I didn't know I could do that. I have to hold down both L3 and R3 to do that. That's good. That's good. You learn something new every day. Oh, wow. Look at me go. Oh, I'm having too much fun with this. All right. Oh, that's right. These are worth a lot of money if I can sell them to the right people. Let's, Oh, fuck. I knew it was coming soon. All right, I can drop... I didn't really want to consume that. I absolutely hit X for drop, but that works too. I was totally fatigued. You know how it is. Alright. Oh, at least that dropped. Oh, they might have... Yeah, they fell on top of each other. I'm gonna take that back. Thank you. Alright. Oh, wow. It is nighttime. 9 p.m. Fuck! I'm locked out. Oh. I was really hoping I wouldn't be. I didn't have any issue getting into the other guy's house late at night. Which, where was that exactly? That's down here. Yeah, his house is right here. Are you still open, good sir? Oh, you are. Take my wares. He's like, you again? Ugh. Yeah, this guy fucking hates me because I barter with him as high up as I can. And he is not a fan. Yep, take that. Take that. Oh. Oh, that's right. I stole them. So the nice thing about him is he seems to take everything. Even my meat. I really don't need any of this common stuff. I don't need any of that commoner rubble. Alright, let's... Do you have anything I want to buy? No, not really. Is that a diamond? That is grave dust. Definitely not a diamond. Alright, let's try to offer... Let's try to offer more. Whoa. I was at 115. We'll go... Oh, no. We'll go... Yeah. He really does not like this. Imagine while this is happening, my character is just doing the, like the auctioneer voice. 155, 514, going again, 150, mercantile skill increased to 7. And then watch, if I try to talk to him again. Oh, he actually was nice this time. Normally, he's like, what the fuck do you want, evil woman? Alright. I would really like it if that front entrance to her door is still open. Also, if you guys are having a hard time seeing, sorry, so am I. Maybe I can turn up the brightness? Is that a thing I can do? Not really. Nope. I'll just try to stay where the light is. Some of this art looks crazy. Oh. The front door is still open. Is she asleep? Do you ever sleep, woman?
What assistance do you need?
I need you to go to sleep. Go to bed. Alright. Can I ask her about her diamonds? No, I can't. That's truly unfortunate. I wonder... Wow, you sell a lot. Her diamonds cost $250 each. That means there's a chest somewhere with all of this stuff located in it. Oh my goodness. Oh, if I could get all of the stuff out of these chests. There's a reason there's a guard in here. They know. They know I am here to loot. Can I open these chests without them freaking out on me? That would be really cool. I just want to do a little perusing, if you will. I can. You got scamp skin. Alright, grave dust, squar hide. No diamonds, unfortunately. Some resin. Oh, I would really love it, guard, if you would just piss off. Can I persuade you to leave? Can I admire you?
I want something.
Yeah, I want you to leave. And she has no diamonds anywhere else. This is truly tragic. You've got no hidden diamonds. I need your diamonds, lady. Sneak is a skill that I can improve, I believe. I'm sure at the very least I could get some sort of spell for it. My sneak is only at 5 right now. Not very great. And it's not even close to being leveled up. So I guess I need to start practicing sneaking more. I am sneaking with stealing intent. Oh, does it not count as sneaking? Oh, I get it. I get it now. So when I see that logo, that means I'm good to steal. When I don't see that logo, I'm not good to steal. So once I turn the corner, yeah. So yeah, now you can see me. Now you can't. So that means I'm in the sneak zone. All right. Well, okay, maybe it doesn't. Cuz I definitely I said nothing to you. I said nothing to you.
What assistance do you need?
Is there any way I can do this? Can you turn around? At the very least, lady, it is what time? Too late. It is past your bedtime. 10 p.m. I want to see something. We're all about figuring out how to play the game here. And this is one of those things that you just have to figure out how to... Oh, she's not looking. She's not looking. She's not looking.
You scoundrel!
Fuck!
You won't get away with this! Thief!
Do you think I could... What in the hell did you summon? Yeah, I'm loading again. Hold on. I ain't doing that.
Can we hurry this along?
Alright. Good to know. Good to know. Alright, moving on. we'll start heading down to Fort Moonmoth, and then once we get there, I think we'll call it for today's episode. I think one day in Balmora is a day too long. At least my acrobatics skill leveled up. Let's sleep in the Mages Guild. I'm not gonna try to walk at night. Seems like a death sentence. The pets were downstairs, right? I believe. I think they were. There we go. Alright, let's rest. Our first rest. Nice. Alright, what time is it now? 7 a.m.? I think that'd be good enough. And who knows, maybe Narcaria will finally be sleeping. I can't imagine she runs that store for 24 hours at a time. Because then who would run it afterwards? I don't remember talking to the Mages Guild about their supply chest. I assume theirs probably replenishes around the same time that the Fighters Guild does. Or at least in terms of what time you loot it versus the next time it's lootable. Does it really have to be one of Narcaria's diamonds, though, is the question? Or can I kind of just take anyone's diamonds? I assume as long as it's a stolen diamond, then it counts. Do you ever sleep? Do you ever sleep? Do you? I don't think you do. I don't think you sleep. Like, look at all of these beautiful things, too. They're all worth so much money. But I have to kill the guard. I don't know how easy it is to kill cards in this game. And then I also have to kill her. I will do it. I'll make it happen. Not in today's episode. Maybe next time. Hi, Stargill.
If you want some, now's the time to talk.
You don't know anything about the diamonds, do you? No, okay. He just knows where her shop is. Yep, I'm looking right at it. We're off to Fort Moonmoth. We're off to Fort Moonmoth. Glad I didn't take any damage for that. In the meantime, if we see any... What was it? Luminous, Rasula, Violet, Caprinus, Bungler's Bane, or... Fascia. Hyphofascia. Oh, I hear something. Oh, what a beautiful day in Vardenfell. Just me and the pounding of my feet against the surface in my Santa hat. Juke to the left and juke to the right. Slide to the left. Slide to the right. Crisscross. Crisscross. Cha-cha real slow. Turn it out. Left foot. Right foot now, y'all. Take it back now, y'all. 5 hops this time. 1, 2, 3. Oh no. Oh, there it is. Wow, it actually is really close. It was so foggy when we came here. I didn't have any object permanence to remember how close it was. Oh, there is... What is happening? Hello? Where is the shadow's body? Is it up there? I'm terrified. Hello? Hello, good sir? Is there someone up there? There absolutely has to be someone up there. That is so funny. Hello! I can see you in 3 dimensions. Hi, guard captain. Yes, I know you're an officer of the Imperial Legion. I'm here to ask you about... Oh. You don't know who I'm supposed to be talking to, actually. I need to talk to Larius. Where's Larius? Are you Larius? You look like a Larius. You're just a regular old guard. Okay, never mind. You don't know where Larius is. Do you know where Larius is? You look oddly like Caius Cosares. Alright. I don't expect him to be in the prisoner tower, but it doesn't hurt to check. At the very end of the day, I'm at least leveling up my acrobatic skill, and you get to see the Imperial flag all over again. Can I? No. It's like, can I jump down? Alright, now we get to run all the way back down. Oh, this is a little quicker at least. Oh, I got stuck. Nice. Yeah, my name's Hammit. I like to scale staircases for fun. You know how it is. All in a day's work, if you will. Oh, the shadows are absolutely killing me. The impassable wall. Oh, he got past. Alright, let's go on in here. I'm sure he's in here. Oh, you look promising. Oh!
Say something or move on.
Hi, Rad Hard Heart. I don't know you. What do you want? Well, tell me about yourself. Who are you? What's your trade? I'm a master at arms. I'm a master of all basic hand weapon types. Long blades, short blades, axes, blunt weapons, and spears. I'm willing to train with the weapons for a fee, of course. Of course, of course. So you can't seem to tell me where Larius is either? Okay. Guess I'm just gonna have to figure it out on my own. Wow, you look shockingly like Fargoth. Paragon. Hello. Hello, Fargoth 2.0. How are you? Can I take these? Oh, I've got thievery on my mind. Crulius. Oh, it's Crulius. Welcome. Can I tell you about the Imperial Cult? We can invite you to become a lay member. Tell me all about lay. We accept all citizens of good character and earnest faith. We only ask for a one-time pledge of 50 drakes to aid us in our good works. To become a lay member of the Imperial Cult, speak to Yigfra at Fort Pelagiad, Celoria Ceruleus at Fort Buckmoth, Samultus Vunus at Fort Moonmoth, Rusia Conetian at the Grand Council Chambers in Ebehart, or Lalatia Bararian. These names in the Imperial Chapels at Ebonheart. Okay, good to know. Good to know. I seriously need to practice my Morrowind names. Naspis. Naspis Apinia. What is up, Naspis? Oh, you can tell me about the bug musk. Alright, Talvani bug musk is an expensive perfume made from the scent glands of the Grazeland beetles. The substance is sold in sealed flasks, and it appears as a dark red-brown paste. The subtle but compelling fragrance is attractive to all mortal races and all sexes. Even a barbarian can be persuasive wearing this perfume. So do you sell it? Do you sell this bug musk? You sell throwing stars. Bug musk. You don't seem to have any bug musk. That's really unfortunate. So if I could get my hands on some bug musk, seems like I should be able to persuade Nakaria to give me her diamonds. Urfing, what's up? Can you tell me about Varius?
Come on then. Say something or move on.
No, you cannot. Okay. Urla, can you tell me about Larius? You cannot either. Good to know. Alright. Is there like an upstairs? Okay, there's where the prison towers is. It's like the commerce hall. Are these bedrooms? Oh, you are... Oh, this is the layman. Oh my goodness, I want all of that money. It's probably only 50 gold, but... Man, join a cult. It'll be fun, they said. All of these guys here. Oh, I don't want to go back to prison. Oh, this is a nice little staircase. This was not in the last one. This is beautiful. I highly doubt the guy's going to be up here, though, so I'm not going to waste my time. A mission for another time, if you will. Where could this man be? Legion Champion. Okay, where would the Legion Champion hang out? Have I been downstairs yet? I don't think I have. There you are! The Legion Champion likes to hang out in the basement. I'm Larius Varro, Legion Champion of Fort Moonmoth. I've been hoping you might come by. I've got some work for you if you're interested. Alright, tell me about this work. I'm unsure what it would be under. I guess it's for the blades, probably. No, it is not. Work? There's not a work tab. Rules. Uphold the laws of the Empire, praise the glory of the Emperor, follow the orders of your superiors, never assault a member of the Legion or steal from another member. Okay, that's not really what I wanted. Okay, here's some new Morrowind lore. Dunmers say they hate necromancers, vampires, and all undead, but they guard their tombs with the ghosts and animated spirits of their ancestors. What's the difference? Oh gosh, that's kind of not a question I want to answer for this guy. Alright, so what is the thing I'm supposed to talk to this guy about? Take care when walking the roads. There have been rumors of a bandit robbing careless travelers near Halal Ode. Am I considered a careless traveler? Let's see. A number of careless travelers have been attacked recently. It seems there's a Nord near Halal Old who's robbing the unwary. Oh, this might be the bandit that Mori wants us to return the glove to. And if you happen upon him, take care. And of course, I'd be grateful if you took care of that problem for me. Okay. So what is the thing that he wanted me to talk to him about then? I don't understand. There's a rumor that the Legion Champion wants to talk unspecified subject. Is that on here? It is not. Work? Okay. Through various channels, I've learned a bit about your situation. I'd like to tell you a little story, and when I'm done, you can ask me some questions, and then maybe you might decide to go out and do some things. You might, and you might not. That's your affair. And I also want to tell you about a nice present I think the Emperor wants you to have. I'm not sure where it is, but maybe you'll want to check back and see if I found it later, after you've done some things. Okay, so little story and nice present. We'll start with the little story first. Once upon a time, there was a bad magistrate who took gold from criminal organizations to reduce the sentences and fines of criminals. Everybody knew he was doing this, but nobody could prove it, because even if it could be proved, the bad magistrate had important friends, and proof is not as powerful as important friends. Wow! That is very true. Yep, continue. At the same time, there was a good officer who enforced the laws, because he thought laws made people happy and safe. And it bothered the good officer that enforcing the laws did no good, because the bad magistrate let the criminals go as quick as the officer caught them. For a long time, the good officer sighed and said, "What can I do? Because the bad magistrate has important friends and nothing I can do will touch him." But then the good officer said, "Say, wait a minute. What about the bad people who are bribing the bad magistrate? they haven't got important friends, and they aren't around, then the bad magistrate can't get in. Oh. So since they don't have any important friends, if he takes out the bad people, then the bad magistrate can't get any more bribes. Okay, I'm listening. Even better, the good officer suspected that the bad people who were bribing the bad magistrate were possibly criminals themselves. Okay. I said possibly instead of probably because he seems to assume that these people are criminals. So I'm like, well, it's a chance. They might just be desperate. So the good officer decided that it would be good if the bad people who were bribing the bad magistrate should go away forever. Okay, geez. So that good officer made a little special prayer that there would be a little bloodbath to wash the bad people away. There. Isn't that a nice little story? Maybe not a perfect story because it ends with a prayer and not a bloodbath. Kind of seems like there's about to be a bloodbath. But maybe the story isn't over yet. Okay, tell me about the bloodbath. The bad people in my story are 5 members of the Kimono Tong. I know they are a scout, a pawnbroker, a savant, a thief, and a smith. And that they are in Balmora. Does that mean I killed one of the members of the Kimono Tong already? Unfortunately, I don't know their names, but maybe you could find their names and where to find them. And maybe my story could have a happy ending with a little bloodbath instead of a little prayer. I am all down for more bloodbath and less prayer. Okay. Bad people? Oh, the bad people are the Kimono Tong. I thought everyone knew that. They are a criminal organization. Unfortunately, I don't know who the Kimono Tong are. No one will tell me because I'm an officer. Valid. And it goes against the code to tell officers things. Does it? Oh, it's probably the Kimono Tong code, not the code of the officers. But people in the Thieves Guild hate the Kimono Tong. I bet if you asked the Thieves Guild, they would cheerfully tell you who the bad people are and where to find them. Okay. Thieves Guild. In the Empire, the Thieves Guild is old and powerful, but here in Morrowind, the Thieves Guild is young and weak. The old and powerful criminal guild of Morrowind is the Kimono Tong. The Kimono Tong doesn't like the Thieves Guild a lot, and the feeling is mutual. Okay. What about a nice present? What is the nice present from the Emperor? I'm sure I don't know. I'm glad to know that you're sure that you don't know. You could just say, I don't know. I think it's supposed to be a surprise, and as I said, I'm not sure where it is. But I might find it. Anytime. So check back and see if I found it. Later. After you've done some work. That is the most shady response ever. It kind of seems like he took my nice little present and he gave it to the Kimono Tong as a bribe. I'm going to accuse this guy of being a Kimono Tong member. Can I do that? I kind of really want to do that. Alright, so is there anything else I need to talk to him about? So the Careless Travelers, I think I already talked to him about. Bloodbath, I already talked to him about it. Guards keep the peace. Guards keep the peace and chase down criminals. Each district has its own guards. Legion troopers in Imperial districts, Ordinator in Temple districts, Rhetor in Halalu, and Telvanni guards in their own Great House districts. Guards collect fines and compensation or drag you up to prison if you can't pay. So fines and competitions. The punishment for criminals in Morrowind is typically fines and compensations. The fines are collected by the state. The compensation goes to the injured party or his kin. It may sound like a sweet deal. Kill an enemy, then pay the fine. But folks who have enough money to pay such fines are almost always house lords. And house wars customs means the great house of the victim usually buys a writ with the Morag Tong to assassinate the murderer. So the murderers pay, and then they get killed too. Alright, good to know. So it's a whole bunch of death. Are there any other things I need to talk to him about? Little story. We've already talked to him about the little story. Okay. Bad people, bloodbath, little story. So it seems like I've talked to him about everything. I'm just going through just to make sure. Okay, yeah, I did. So he wants me to go talk to Habassi and the others about the Kimono Tong, it seems. Good to know. We will walk back to Balmora, and then we'll pick up our good old Kimono Tong investigation in the next episode. I'm really excited for Elder Scrolls Online newest release to come out, Necrom. Necrom takes place in the Telvanni Peninsula, and it's adding, I believe it's adding 2 new zones. And of course, if you don't know, Elder Scrolls Online takes place about 1,000 years before Skyrim. So it's about, what is that, 600? No, 700 years before Morrowind? Just about. Oblivion takes place 10 years after Morrowind. No, 2 years. 2 years? 10 years? Within a decade of each other. And then Skyrim's what, 200 years after the Oblivion Crisis? So yeah, it's about 600 years, I would say. Where do the Thieves Guild people hang out again? They hang out in the South Wall Club, don't they? I believe that's where I talked to Habassi. Hello. I have not found that diamond for you, but I do want to know... Oh. Yes, I know I'm a toad in the Thieves Guild, but where...
What can Jeet do for you?
I want you to tell me who the Kamanatong members are. Is there someone down here that can tell me? Bad people? Bad people you're looking for are the Kamanatong. They're in Balmora. You'll find them in the Council Club Corner Club. That's the local Kamanatong hangout. The scout would be Vidusa. Oh my gosh, you know everyone. Okay, Marassa is the pawnbroker. So I killed the wrong pawnbroker either way. The thief would be Madrel. Silver Tandrel is the savant. Thainlin Veles would be the smith. Holy moly, you just know it all. I can't believe that. Alright, and that's where we're going to wrap up for today. If you liked today's episode, be sure to like it, comment, subscribe, maybe. And I'll see you guys next time for episode 4. Stay safe.
Are the best in town.
And remember that his prices are the best in town.